Hey guys, so my chicken that was in a brine, I am now ready to season. So stay tuned and watch me how I do this after I remove this from the brine after 24 hours. Welcome to 2024 Chicken Style Ham. Here I'll be making a brine. Please pause the video and watch on the screen all the ingredients that I use to make a brine for my chicken to taste similar to ham. We know ham is pork, but because your girl is creative, I've tested, I've tried, and I came up with this brine recipe to soak your chicken in over 24 hours to get a ham taste. Lots of herbs, spices, onions, garlic, oregano, ginger, lemon, orange, rosemary, escallion, thyme, all the good stuff, bay leaf, lots of stuff, and everything I listed on the screen. I opted to use table salt only. I did not use MSG. If you're looking for a more saltier chicken, feel free to use seasoning salt. I opted not to. All I used was regular table salt, some all-purpose, smoked paprika, little garlic powder. You will see all the ingredients I used on my screen. If you're watching your salt intake, salt is best, although it's not good, but the MSG is like worst. Even if you're trying this recipe and you intend to use MSG, try to watch the amount. I cleaned my chicken and once it's cleaned, I pat dry. Now you boil the brine. I boiled this for 10 minutes. I allowed to cool. This took about an hour and more to cool down. Then I will be adding my cleaned chicken in the brine. This will be sitting in my fridge for 24 hours in this pot that I boiled with all the herbs and spices because I want my chicken to be flavored and taste as if it's ham, but it's not ham. Chicken style. Get that right. If you're new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Once I added this in my pot, I covered and I left in my fridge in a cool area to soak. This is it after it's soaked 24 hours. Hey guys, so my chicken that was in a brine, I am now ready to season. So stay tuned and watch me how I do this after I remove this from the brine after 24 hours. Once I remove this from the brine, you have to remove all the excess water because at this point your girl will be seasoning her birds. Guys, it's free to give my video a like. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Lots of work, lots of content coming your way, although I'm a little in the back, but I promise I'll make this up at some point. Videos will be coming. Feel free to season your chicken with whatever you choose. I use some Szechuan and it's the one that has no salt. Garlic powder, whatever seasonings you choose to use, feel free to go ahead and use. Smoked paprika, I can't do without it because it does add a little flavor to this. Make sure you rub your seasoning in under the skin. Feel free also to add your seasonings to butter and use it to season your chicken. I would be melting the butter to make my sauce to go on my chicken or glaze to go on my chicken. So I opted not to use butter to season, but you can use butter. One seasoning, I still left my chicken overnight for the seasoning to soak in it. Listen, this was lit. Yes, ham style chicken in a brine. Once my bird was seasoned, I covered, I left overnight to soak. Here I am the next day, about ready to add this to the oven. I just added some carrots and some potatoes in this. Because I pat dried the chicken off, it might not have sufficient juice in it. So once I was ready, I added a little avocado oil on the veggies, and I'll be adding some chicken broth in it and on the chicken as this bakes in my oven, and I did this at 400 degrees. I baked on each side in the oven for 30 minutes, and I make sure to poke a knife in it to make sure there was no bloody water running from my chicken. Once I added this to the oven, then I made my glaze, which included butter and some other ingredients. Once my chicken was ready, I just brushed this on. Added back to the oven for 5 minutes while it was off for my glaze to soak in. Listen, this was served up with some pumpkin rice, and let me tell you, it was lit. Happy 2024. Chicken style ham made in a brine overnight. I hope that you too will try this chicken, and feel free to add your little kick or dash to it. And as I said, feel free to use MSG, because as Jamaicans we love to use MSG. I don't use MSG in my cooking. Even if there's MSG in all purpose, it's not a lot, and I'm not literally tipping MSG into my meals when I'm cooking them, because it's definitely not good for us. So the less we use, the better for us. My chicken came out good. Remember to give that video a like.